There we go. Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Black Myth Wukong. So, well basically, before stream today, I figured, let's warm up, let's fight Tiger for a bit, get warmed up. And, I kind of beat him, and this is what we get out of it. He's our new transformation now. So, you know, that's cool. I also put a whole bunch of points into, like, might stuff, because, why not? He also gave us another curio slot. That seems nice. Man, why would you even need agate jar anymore since we have gold spike plate? Seriously, does this actually work? Have we actually seen it work? I don't think we have. Tiger Tally kind of seems nice, although I guess I can get some more will built up since we did lose a bunch. Well, I say lose a bunch, but I spent a bunch. You get added to... Oh, there he is. In Tiger. Wind fans the flames, the hammer strikes. Sword stance, blade sweep the dust aside. The iron will one finds their way between stillness and motion, greatness will stay. In the hall of Guanchen, Yin Tiger stood before the anvil, hammering away. Several young Taoist apprentices surrounded him, fanning the flames and adding wood and charcoal to the fire. And the hall doors were kicked open, and the gatekeeper boy chased in with the great sage. Yin Tiger signaled to the apprentices with a glance, and they quickly left. The great sage approached the anvil, threw a set of armor on the ground, and placed one foot on the edge of the anvil, laughing. Brother Tiger, this armor those immortals granted me doesn't suit me at all. Mind you better it for me, I trust your craftsmanship. The Tiger glanced at the great sage's cloud treaders and said, You come to ask for my help with such disrespect? Your foot. The great sage, with a cheeky smile on his face, lowered his foot and said, I care nothing about those grand rules above. We know each other for ages. Why bother with manners? And Tiger didn't respond. The great sage grabbed the large cleaver the tiger had been hammering, tested his weight, and shook his head. Too light, that is. It doesn't suit you. Then did Yin Tiger pick up the armor from the ground, examine it, and say, Your gold armor is excellent. Why bother with this scrap metal? The great sage leaped onto the tiger's large chair and laughed. That's why I brought it here. You don't really have to waste your hammerings on it if anyone asks. You just say you're working on it. The Tiger refused. Take it back. I won't play along with your act. The great sage wasn't offended. He untied the precious gourd from his waist and said, Actually, I came to drink. Go call everyone. Remember to invite my good brother Shen Monkey and bring some of his homemade wine. To drink mine, you guys got to offer something too. There, the great sage drank and reveled with everyone in the hall of Wan Chen until he was hammered and had to be escorted back by celestial officials. After he left, Yin Tiger noticed that the armor was still lying beside the anvil. Oh, well then, he would have to return it to him another day. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Something else did seem to unlock? New armor. God damn, that looks fierce, doesn't it? Yeah, iron, which is actually, like, weaker than the yellow brow set. Although, admittedly, I do like its skills more since it's based around rock solid. Armor looks pretty cool, too. You can see him in, like, the full outfit. Where the coconut wine is the only one that seems to go above 30%. Or, well, 36%. We did get our gourd up to 9 uses, right? Yeah. That's been maxed out. Yeah, that's right. We left off, like we beat up, what was it? The centipede demon. Then we came back here and we fought Yin Tiger for a bit. I cannot remember, like, where we've been in this area. This seems sketchy. The heck? Buddha's right hand? It was lining up. Slightly to the right. Oh, yeah, it does work. Like rolling. Happened? What were we even trying to grab there? Kind of looked like a fan, maybe a mirror? Okay. Weird, yo. Come on, what? Never used this before. What the heck? Buddha won't be missing that hand. Hey, we got a bridge.
I've laid your path for you. But where will my path be? From now on, we're both on our own. Tell me, Monkey, what's it like out there? Beyond these mountains?
Echo, huh? Wait, Buddha's right hand is a material? We go get our healing restored. The hand that plucked lotus from waters pristine, of the same species yet not from the same egg, it seems. Who can discern right from left in life's uncertain scheme? This tangled web, truth and illusion gleam. The olden days of Taoist brought a pair of enormous arms into the webbed hollow. The lesser Yao guys had no idea where they came from, but judging by their form, they must have belonged to a great master. The 100-eyed Taoist master personally visited and placed two egg-like objects within the arms, instructing the Yao guys to guard them diligently. At first, the arms exuded a thick, foul-smelling fluid. After some time, the fluid dried up, forming a thick blood membrane that encased the arms. Years passed, and from a distance, one could see something writhing within the blood membrane as if something was growing inside, eager to break free. Exactly 10 years later, two insects emerged from the eggs. Their bodies resembled bees, their tails like hands, and their venomous spit could kill any bird or beast and wither any plant it touched. The 100-eyed Taoist rejoiced at the news and organized a grand feast to celebrate. Amidst the banquet, he turned to the violet spider and shared a tale. You may not be aware, but I once attempted a similar endeavor on Purple Cloud Mountain. Alas, the celestial egg failed to hatch as intended, and I faced severe reprimand from our master. However, this time, I've come to realize that the celestial eggs bestowed upon us were meant not for lofty destinies to ascend. Freeing Yaoguais, on the other hand, is an ideal outcome. One of the insects had a left hand for a tail, the other had a right hand, so we're gonna fight left hand. Later, they loved to hang upside down from the cave ceiling, dangling their tails to lure prey. When the prey approached, they would clap their hands together, crushing the prey into a pulp before lowering their heads to swallow it whole. Later, a left-handed insect went into the mountains to practice, while the right-handed one, unable to clap anymore, preferred to guard narrow paths where it could take full advantage of the terrain to capture and devour any intruders. Alrighty then. Oh, we don't actually have to. Okay, so that's not actually like weapon material or something. The Yellow Emperor visited the Queen Mother of the West. He crafted 12 mirrors as offerings. Among these, one had the unique ability to reflect the body's internal organs, known as the Bone Reflecting Mirror. This mirror was once prized in the King Court before it disappeared. Here, look at this. Is a gift from Mount Wushan. I mean, come on, that armor looks so much cooler than this one, doesn't it? Black on green look and all that. Just need to make the gauntlets and the greaves. There's only one. For some reason, this just made me think of Monty Python. What besides a witch floats? Wood. Correct. So how do we determine it? Therefore, the witch must be made of wood. So how do we know if she's a witch? Build a bridge out of her! Bridge over there. Jump in there. Let's try going to the more hidden side over here. Oh, okay. I need to jump down to reach here, huh? Repeating those is bad. Oh, lovely. I don't think I was trying to aim at that one. I have this bad feeling that we can actually get knocked off this freaking bridge. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, come on! God damn it. Okay, let's try that again. paths from here. Where are they just running around like that? Come on. Well, I gotta take you guys out just so we can properly target some of the other guys. Uh-huh. Yeah, there he goes. Come on, let me actually target the threatening. Gah! So easy to just fall off. God, you have a long ass charge up. Hey, managed to make it back outside. It's one of those freaking leaves. Or vines. About to say, come on, you can't tell me that there isn't something up here for us to explore. Used to believe it. Weird went on with that attack. Hello? Shrine. Scorpion prints up there. Oh, there it is. So this is going back into the cave. There's multiple directions we can go again. Aura amplification pellets. Hey, one of these things. Hey. Hey, that's taking us back. Huh. No, we cannot. Oh, I can't jump down? Oh. Grasshopper. Oh, we got ourselves something special over here. Dang it. Really? Oh, I think the poison killed me. Oh wait, this is continuing on in this route. What? Huh. Can't jump down there. Silly. Flying around over here to see if there's anything like. No. This is the way we came from. Yeah, the scorpion dude stays dead. Although we killed like 4 of them now, right? There's only supposed to be 4. is actually what expected. Lovely, I totally want to turn into that. This whole area is dark as hell. See a thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, that just... Oh, there leads on back over here. That's the exit that took us up to the shrine. Why is this lit up like this? They do seem to like to light up areas they want us to go towards. As well. Yeah, but that not cause damage. Yep, okay, that leads to that bridge we used earlier. Oh, I had a feeling we were being funneled into something.
excited about the wedding. Been dreaming about yours.
Little brat. Dead. Come here.
Stop it! I take it back. Hey, look, the groom is here.
Apologies for keeping you waiting, sisters.
Wow, is he really the one Mother's been expecting? I thought he would look better.
He's not much to look at, but as long as Mother is happy.
Not much of a looker, but quite a fighter, though. Had to use Mother's ancestral vessel to take him down. Still aching.
Aren't you diligent? Such a rare catch. Why not let us sisters have it first?
Think before you talk. This is the one Mother is set on. One scratch. And none of us would like the results.
What would this marriage change? We are bound to this ill place, one generation after another. Even you like this farce. Go. Go ahead and watch.
Sisters, the feast is yet to start. Don't tell me you're drunk already.
Right, he's nothing but Mother's meal. No need to make a big fuss over him. Here, he is all yours.
You've done great.
Wait. Mother has grown soft with age, and the girls are too young to know better. But can't you see it's all wrong?
Yes, but try to think from her position. We're her children. This is what we do.
But I am on her side. For decades, she's been tortured by her wound, all thanks to this dumb thing. And yet, she still wants to marry him. No! I can't do this anymore.
Love is not about forgiving or getting even. It is never a fair game. It's about two souls woven together by fate.
But
Neither of us was born then. We never witnessed her past. That's why we can't understand her obsession today.
Have you told Uncle?
Let's worry about that later. Though her joy is borrowed, it's still joy before it's returned. You, come with me. Ahead is Mother's chamber. Now listen carefully for your own good. Mother is usually nice. Only she prefers to dine alone. You wouldn't want to disturb her. And don't look at her in the face, especially her eyes.
Hurry, we are running out of time.
My words, keep them in mind.
Go, there's no time to waste.
Okay, where are we now? Or are we just hanging around on the roof?
Years up there haven't been kind to you. But you're with me now.
Girls, let the feast begin!
Apparently we got a party to crash. that was like something shit up here.
A monk. Seize him.
What? Jeez. Dude's all over this place. Really? I thought there was another one. Kind of trapped down there, aren't you? Oh, it leads to a chest at the end. For the price of one. How was that sound? And our reward. Double kill. Alright, with all that out of the way. Be sneaky. Oh. Shrine? What the heck is this? Oh. Oh, this is how you root your ass. Oh, come on. Try this again. Another one of you? Got like the other hand in him? And hello, Unbolted Pit, how you doing? Up here. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's exactly soul. No, I don't think it has the difficulty you expect from those games. Some of the stuff we have is also super freaking complicated. Come on, dodge for once. We're gonna game in on circle. It's just me, was that, like, longer than the last time you used it? It's also the exact same move that killed me before. Focus for killing the archer dude above us. You know what, screw it. This time we'll just go completely ape on his ass. that really not go off? Oh, that is horrible. Wait. Another light didn't go off too. What the hell? The cooldown's still going. Why square was hitting circle there? Actually used it twice in a row? Damn it, why is it that move that always kills me? I wonder why they have the whole shimming through a tight space loading screen thing. Seriously? Oh, come on! Off the rock. It's not like they really hid this like side area very well. Big obvious circle when you get even close to it. Okay, what? Again, I lost my freaking immobilized. Hangs out. Why am I not healing? God. Okay, the poison rain is not ending at all. What the hell? With hitbox there. What the heck? God, you're slow. Okay, so Baldy Gooba. By rocks the living spring does flow, glistening clear glitters with glow. In its charm a frog lord does dwell, frog's venom both sweet and foul. Continuing from the previous story, the Dallas was rescued from the cold pond by monks who carried him into the mountains. He initially expected them to take him to a temple for healing, but to his surprise they threw him into a dungeon. In the dungeon, he endured beguiling chants, suffered from red eyes, and narrowly escaped death multiple times. Despite the hardship, his martial arts skill improved significantly, which he considered a fortunate turn of events. When he finally returned to the original spot, the frog was nowhere to be found. He left the New West and continued his journey. One sunny day, the Taoist arrived at a ridge covered in lush greenery with a few thatched huts indicating habitation. Seeking a place to rest, he stepped into a large courtyard but accidentally fell into a hole. Inside he found layers of layers of spider webs. For some reason I thought it was supposed to be spiders' layers. Anyway, and insect guys everywhere. Fortunately, he was no longer as helpless as he was before and managed to navigate deeper into the cave. The tadpoles he had been nurturing in his gourd suddenly became lively. He squeezed through a stone crevice and saw a large crimson-skinned frog occupying a natural spring with insect guys keeping their distance. Drawing his sword, he attacked the frog. They fought fiercely in the water, one emitting crackling electricity, the other thrashing his limbs powerfully. As they reached a stalemate, the frog opened its mouth and extended a left hand from within, striking the Taoist's face and sending him aback. The frog then tilted its head back, and the Taoist, having learned his lesson, dared not approach. The frog spewed poisonous water, which spread and contaminated the entire pond. Wait, didn't they say crimson skin? The one we fought was like, it was more green and bluish? Green black? Something like that? That's not crimson. The Taoist had anticipated this ability and lacking any antidote, hurriedly retreated through the stone crevice. As he did, he heard a female voice behind him. Taoist, why aren't you practicing your swordship at the temple? Are you here to seek death? Poisoned and unable to respond, he collapsed into the muddy pond. In his hazy state, he heard the woman call for help. Quick, carry him back to the temple. We can't let him die here. It would be hard to explain. Well, there's the Buddha's left hand. Guess we know what happened to the one that disappeared, huh? Torpedo Captain. I'm spying a bunch of stone spiders around here, too. Yep. Come on. Okay, and this leads back to the shrine.
Fight if you will!
Oh, come on. Think this is the right way? Think I got turned around while fighting him? Oh, hi. Really? Oh, come on. Huh. Thought I saw us get shot at from behind while fighting him for a second there. Not expecting another shrine already. We finally made it to the mansion.
What on earth? It was one merry night, and now she wants to take my life. You're following me like a shadow. Can't you do anything without me? Nitwit! Spare me this burden.
He got taller.
Darn it! Did you see all of that? You think I'm a bad joke, don't you?
This is going oddly easy.
Back! Stay back! I can't hold it anymore! It hurts. Keep off. Leave me alone.
Okay. I don't see anything else around here.
Shadows gather.
that's where we came from. Oh, this way is open now.
Filthy monkey! Aren't you dead already? You're the one who ruined it all! This time, I am staying here. You won't make me leave again! Think this is beneath you? Everyone gets sullied in a scuffle.
Whoa, what?
Their blood is on your hands! It hurts!
Huh? Well then. Come on! Definitely need a rest there. Let that stains upon detransformation and exiting spirit skills. There's considerable damage reduction for a short time. Stained with mud increase might recovery rate. The perfect dodges also recover a small amount of additional might. How often do we get stained with mud? So where do we get a Duskvale horn? The armor actually looks pretty cool. Very spiky. Gonna get more viable versions of those. Oh god. Need so much. Makes my right arm look hella beefy. Random ass Buddha head over there. Oh wait, we've ran into him before. Another Skanda. Skanda, whatever.
Hush now.
hell? There's more stairs over here.
A monk.
You're a special one. New summon. Or transformation. Another scorpion prince. Hey, this guy's colored red, so he can't be. One reason I swapped target and I couldn't swap it back. You need to wonder if this is the actual route we're supposed to be taking. Looked like the way out of the cave was way over there. Not way over there, like a straight shot from the shrine to, yeah, over there. And now shrine. Visible walls. Came from. Oh boy.
Why dredge up the past? Aren't we here now? Don't you remember how I spared your life when he asked me to clean up the rest of your sisters?
I do remember. And more than that, I even remember how I survived on my sister's flesh after you left.
That's not all on us. The culprit is that centipede. All would have lived if he didn't weigh my master's flesh over your lives.
Yes, he was blinded by greed. But he has repented and made his compensation. He even offered that thing to sustain my life. Otherwise, I'd never live to see you today.
My dear, is that true? That thing is in your hands.
Unbelievable. Even now, in your heart, the monkey still comes first.
The monkey? Nah, for me, beauty always comes first.
Good. Carry on with these nice words. Once I'm satisfied, I might lift my finger and tell you where to find it.
You wicked hag! Can't you see your old face? Still obsessed with all this lovey-dovey crap at this age? Ridiculous!
Every day trapped in this hollow, I missed and dreamed, waiting for the day to eat you right after we mate, so I can heal.
Then eat! Could have saved me from your stupid ceremony and vows! What a farce!
My appetite is lost, not just for you, but also for her.
Mother?
Hideous! Hideous spider! Who fathered such a thing? Your fate today has nothing to do with me! I had my mercy misplaced, that's all! What took you so long? I almost died! Now
Go,
go
call
quick,
your
this
sisters.
hag, and get me down!
Monkey's the bane of my life. Why do you always have to ruin my plans? In what way am I any less than monkeys? This monkey that you love. I'll chop his heart, slice his liver, and make you eat them!
Time for another spider fight.
Untie me before you fight him! Find some food these ways!
I nearly kept him immobilized. Right to the ground. What the hell? Not sure what the hell she's doing. buttons. I don't know what else to do while tracking that shit. Come on.
Don't want to die here.
Trying to hit me with her butt. Do you see those things freaking curve? What happened there? Everything exploded.
I've had my share without whipping.
I just realized my stamp was out. Oh wait, oh god damn it. Huh? Lost frame rate. What?
Here, miss a punch if you have the chance.
Okay. I'm mashing buttons. Come on. looks like time to run. Holy shit. That's just horrifying. Huh? The Goth sister save us? Temple of Yellow Flowers. You know, yellow doesn't seem like a very good color in this game. Huh, so if you're poisoned, you poison your opponents. Interesting. It slightly increases damage reduction by 1%. Is enhanced when equipped with Golden Sun Crow? We don't have that. Skanda of choice, seek virtue in the mundane and tread with care. In everyday parlance, let caution guide your flair. Needle that pierced Baji's forehead that induces delusions must possess some uniqueness. It would be wise to retain it. Our hearts entwined even after a century together, we still yearn for more time. Once she rode the cloud chariot to the high terrace. Now she dwells in a secluded cave by the mountain base. The breeze by the frail bridge chills her delicate frame. Spring arrives, another bridal gown newly made. Upon reaching the cluster of huts in the forest, Tong Monk decided to seek alms for food. As he approached the village, he saw several women playing with balls under a pavilion. Invited by them into their home, he was suddenly thrown to the ground, tied up with ropes, and hung from a beam in the most uncomfortable manner. While climbing trees and branches, Wukong turned back and saw a glimmer of light, realizing that his master must have encountered Yao Guais. He summoned the local keeper for details and learned that the glimmer was from the celestial bathing spring, which had been taken over by 7 spider guais. Knowing that they bathed 3 times a day, Wukong transformed into an eagle, swooped down, and stole all of their clothes from the rack. Baji, seeing so many women's clothes, persistently inquired and learned that 7 guais were bathing. Overjoyed, he rushed to the spring. Without any hesitation, he stripped off his black garb and jumped into the water, transforming into a catfish guai. Spiders tried to catch him, yet none of them succeeded. Recognizing one of them as an old acquaintance, Baji mischievously swam around her legs. He floated and dived around her until he was out of breath and hazed. The guais, retreating to their cave, fetched them old clothes and called upon their 7 adopted sons to guard the house, while they headed to the Temple of Yellow Flowers to seek aid. Meanwhile, Baji retraced his steps and reunited with the Fellowship. Together, they defeated the insect's sons and freed their master. Without delay, they hurried to the Temple of Yellow Flowers. The temple master had practiced alongside the 7 spider guys, learned that Tong Monk was a monk of 10 lifetimes merits, and that his fellow spiders were humiliated, preparing 4 cups of poisoned tea intending to exact revenge on the fellowship, and ultimately consume Tong Monk. However, soon Wukong saw through the ruse, overturned the teacups, and defeated the spider guys, forcing them to retreat. The Taoist master then engaged in prompting Wukong to order Baji to eliminate the 7 spider guys in his stead. Following his command, Baji raised his rake and struck down each of the spiders, sparing only the last one. During their brief affair in the water, he hesitated and with the final thrust of his rake into the ground told her to flee for her life. Ready? Born with a clumsy heart trapped in life's advance and retreat, breaking precepts repeatedly, following nature, not the Buddha's feet. With rake and tusk smashing fate, burrowing karma's weight, rolling in the muddy world, heedless of scorn or debate. In the highest sky above the jade pool, amidst the swirling clouds and mists, celestial maidens flitted to and fro. Today, the Queen Mother of the West was hosting a lotus viewing banquet. As Admiral Tianpeng walked past the gate, he saw a tall, burly man blocked by a celestial maiden. Admiral Curtain Raiser, the maiden said in a polite but cold manner. Without a handwritten invitation for the Queen Mother, you can't sit by the pool if you don't mind. Why not take a seat in the side hall and have some tea? The burly man responded in obedience, but his gaze fixed in the main hall. At such behavior, Tianpeng subtly shook his head, a faint smile playing on his lips. He presented his invitation to the other maiden at the gate and strode in, his head held high. The banquet was in full swing with celestial officials exchanging toasts, their joyful laughter resonating throughout the hall, creating an atmosphere of mirth and merriment. Tianpeng, an admiral who guarded the celestial river, seldom attended such festive gatherings. However, he managed to greet everyone as if he was well acquainted with them all while mindful not to overindulge in wine. The god of longevity stood beside the Queen Mother, stroking his beard, and chuckled. Such extravagance! I wonder how would the peach banquet surpass it? A consolation officer standing nearby chuckled at the elder's concern. Such worries are in vain. With the allure of those 9,000-year peaches, even a casual arrangement at tables outside the celestial gate would draw dignitaries from across the 3 realms, be they noble or humble, eager to partake in a taste. The red-faced immortal sneered. It's not the peaches they seek, but rather to bow before the Jade Emperor and the 3 Supremes and worship the Buddhas of the West. Such assemblies are scarce pretext for them to curry favor and bask in the company of the divine. The Queen Mother spoke with solemn dignity. The peach banquet is no trivial matter. Our gathering today is but a prelude, a rehearsal of the rites and rituals that must be executed with exactness and reverence. Upon concluding her speech, the Queen Mother signaled to the Lords of Luna with a glance. With a few claps of his hand, a group of maidens dressed in white entered the hall. The maidens took their positions by the jade pool and began to play instruments, sing, and dance. Among them, one dancer with hair like silver and a dress like cloud stood out with her exceptional grace. Tianpeng had never seen the beautiful celestial maiden so closely, and he was fascinated. A celestial maiden in violet gauze dress, holding an exquisite cup of wine with both of her hands. Admiral, she softly called. Drenched in his fascination, Tianpeng took the cup from her hands, and his gaze never left the white dancing sleeves. After the dance concluded, Tianpeng regained senses. He rose up to toast the Queen Mother, yet the queue was long. By the time he reached the end of it, found himself already outside the gate. Then he heard someone shouting, "Shoes! His shoes!" He looked over and saw 2 celestial officers supporting a drunken monkey as they hurried past. Tianpeng thought to himself, when will I ever get to be as drunk as that monkey? Okay. That was not exactly what I was expecting that story to end off on. Okay. And who are you? Sword Taoist. To seek the Tao, he journeys far. With the steadfast heart, he finds the gate. In the depths of sword skills, he glimpses root of ascensions innate. Every 10 years, the Temple of Yellow Flowers opens its door to recruit disciples. One day, a newly admitted young Taoist discovered that the disciples focused on innate practice were divided into 3 different groups based on their skills. One group used staffs, another used fly whist, and the third used swords. The young Taoist observed them closely and noticed that the disciples used staff and fly whisks were also responsible for various chores around the temple and had less favorable living conditions. In contrast, the disciples who used swords only needed to focus on their training, and they were even privileged to receive daily guidance from the master. The young Taoist secretly consulted the senior disciples and found out that the sword disciples were also the quickest to achieve enlightenment and ascension. However, becoming a disciple of the sword group was no easy task. It required passing a rigorous examination by the master, and only those deemed to have the highest potential were given the opportunity. The young Taoist visited each senior disciple, noting down the questions the master had asked them in the past, and made thorough preparations. He eventually succeeded in his endeavor, winning first place. The master personally tied his hair into a top knot and bestowed upon him a sword. And the moment he joined the sword group, he woke up early every day to train under the supervision of the commander Beetle. In the afternoon, he strengthened his chi under the master's guidance. Though the life was monotonous and arduous, he was very content. After more than a decade of rigorous cultivation, the disciple of sword group finally earned the master's approval. The master informed them that their skills were now proficient enough for them to enter mountains for secluded meditation. If they were fortunate enough, they could achieve their ascension. After all that, I just beat the shit out of him.
Who brought malice to this land of peace?
Just imagine. Yep, fly with Taoist. The wide robe and crane cloak flutter in the breeze. Why compare the righteous with the unrighteous, please? Praising virtues and merits disturb that sweet dream, whisking dusk and sweeping earth, disrupt the serene theme. In Petalfall Hamlet lived a Taoist. He had taken his vows last and was the youngest, and thus the Grandmaster doted on him. He too was glad to wait on the Grandmaster at all times. The Grandmaster extended a hand, he served tea. At the Grandmaster lifted a foot, he removed his shoe. He swatted flies, fanned the breeze, made the bed, and tidied the covers quick and thorough in his duties. The Grandmaster favored him greatly. His fellow disciples burned with jealousy, but they couldn't stoop to such fawning. They could only speak ill of him behind his back and bully him to vent their ire. One day, the Grandmaster held a test to assess his disciples' learning. When it was the turn of the youngest, he decided to be lenient with him. He only asked him to recite a passage from the scripture of Tao Te Ching. The young disciple put on a smug face and chanted in a loud, clear voice, "The Tao produces 1, 1, produced 2, 2, produced 3, 3, produced all things." Their disciples had longed away at this moment. Their wish was finally granted. They roared with laughter and even stole glances at the Grandmaster to see his reaction. The Grandmaster, furious, stormed off in a huff. The other disciples then warned the young one, "You committed a great blunder and incited his anger today. Don't dream of learning any solid skills from him now." After that incident, the Grandmaster shunned the youngest disciple, but then he found he had no one to wait on him properly. Over time, he reminisced about the young disciple's attentiveness. Before long, the disciple was summoned to serve him again. When he saw the disciple's disinterest in Taoist learning, his aversion returned. One day, the young disciple implored the Grandmaster to teach him some skills, and the Grandmaster took the fly, swatting, fan-waving motion the boy did each day, made them into a set of moves. Who knows if it was meant as sarcasm? In the end, he taught the boy those moves and wind-wielding techniques, and that was all the boy could hope for.
With that face!
Where's the staff-wielding ones? Ooh. The mountain stone? The gourd grants a considerable chance to take a sip without consuming gourd uses. Ooh. Oh, that must be a staff-wielding one over there.
Protect the temple!
This is Snake Herbalist. Vine bamboo plum grant him a blue hue, yet hearts of jackals, tigers, and leopards he possesses true. Collecting herbs from mountains and streams, no desire to aid the world lost in selfish dreams. In the old days, there was a Taoist temple at the foot of Purple Cloud Mountain. An ascetic Taoist nun, worn from her long travels, sought shelter there one night. The temple nuns, moved by her devotion, offered her hot water and fresh clothes. As she bathed, the nun heard a sound from the rafters. Without showing any sign of alarm, she put on her robe and nonchalantly picked up her fly whisk, and with a gentle flick, the whisk stretched and coiled with her in motion, snaking up to the rafters and seizing a Yao Guai. Allured by the commotion, the temple nuns rushed into the room to investigate. On the ground crouched a snake Guai with green scales and phased by its capture. Seems the nun had been its prior victims, now taking turns to scold it. The snake Guai looked at them with contempt and puffed out his cheeks to spew green venom in every direction, and was struck by even a drop collapsed at once, writhing in pain. As the Guai had no remorse, the nun took out a wispy golden needle, prepared to destroy it. Only then did the snake show fear. It pleaded at once, "I'm just a lesser herbalist Guai from the mountains. In my basket outside is the antidote for them. Please, will you spare my life, immortal lady?" Hearing its sincere plea, the nun granted it mercy. The Guai rummaged in its basket and handed her some small white pellets. "These are the leaves of the pearl tree. They're rare in the mortal world and can cure all venom." Fed one to each Taoist nun, and they recovered at once. After that, the temple always had tree pearls on hand, and many afflicted by venom came here to seek aid. But the high cost of a tree pearl meant many unable to afford it had to face the toxin's fatal outcome. Staff Taoist. We've got 3 lesser Yao Guai left in this chapter, it looks like. Airy mountains, cloud, and waters are connected to the horizon, and home is nowhere to be seen. Holding a stick, I walk far into the dangerous nest and enjoy the white snow and yellow buds. Long ago, a mountain village sat on a ridge teeming with insects. Strange things kept happening, so the villagers all moved out, leaving it a deserted village. In the village below lived a young man whose mother had died, and his father was a poor wastrel who paid him no mind. The villagers looked down on him and often abused him. He felt he couldn't endure such disdain, so he fled to live in the abandoned village, only to know the village was claimed by a swarm of insect Guais. As soon as the young man reached the ridge, the Yao Guai seized him. He didn't fight back, as deep-rooted death wish stemming from a life without attachments had long infested his heart. Seeing his resignation, the insects didn't harm him. Instead, they provided him shelter in a dilapidated shack. That night, a middle-aged Taoist brought him food and clothing. "I heard you had nowhere to go, so I brought you some things for daily use. If you don't mind, take me as your master and stay here. I can teach you practices for ascension." Youth hadn't been cared for in so long. He eagerly donned the Taoist robe and performed the rites to acknowledge his master. From then on, he lived and trained with the insect Guais. They spent their days dining and walking together at night. They slept side by side. One day, a scholar barged into the young man's room. "I just escaped from the Yao Guai's lair. They had trapped me in a cocoon sack, and I'm unsure of their intentions. I'm fleeing this place. You're human. You should come with me." The young man shook his head. "I'm content here. Why should I leave?" The scholar grew angry. "Because they're Yao Guais, and you're human. If they don't harm you, staying with them long enough will turn you into a Yao Guai as well." "You're right," the young man said as he grabbed his staff and knocked the scholar to the ground. "If I turn into a Yao Guai, I'll do so gladly." Whoa, holy crap, that's loud. I guess the doorbell has rung. Holy crap. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Guess we can't get back there. Alrighty.
Die!
Wow. They're trying to freaking lock on, but it will not make it. We got Snake Sheriff. A head so large, a tail so thin, 7 feet long, with patterned forms, electric eyes, fierce and strong, with tiger stripes that boast with pride, yet beneath its head a string guy's hides. In the mountains, there was a tiger with a strong desire for the Tao. He traveled across high mountains and great rivers, seeking a Taoist temple to practice. However, his Taoist affinity was thin, and he couldn't find a master willing to accept him until he reached the webbed hollow, hoping to become a disciple under an accomplished immortal. At first, the immortal master disdained him for being a mere tiger, unlike his other disciples, and refused to see him. The tiger knelt outside the mountain gate for several days without rising. The immortal master, sensing his sincerity, gave him a chance and accepted him as an outer disciple. Unexpectedly, the tiger had no steadfastness. After the initial fervor, he didn't put in the effort. The immortal master advised him, one's practice relies on oneself, not the master. Now the tiger couldn't grasp this and was punished to guard the mountain at the force of ferocity. Feeling resentful, the tiger became even lazier, spending his days lying idly under a tree and cursing his master to pass the time. One day, while half asleep under the tree, complaining about his master, he suddenly heard a soft sigh and felt something slip into his mouth. Startled, he sat up, but there was no one around. He retched for a long time, but couldn't expel anything, thinking it was just a dream. After some time, the tiger's neck became long and thin, and he could no longer speak. He diligently patrolled Hollow Forest every day. People whispered amongst themselves. He started his Taoist practice with enthusiasm, but ended poorly. Master must have punished him, which is why he looks like this now. From now on, we best be careful. guys reminds me of like. But you guys did see me start using one of those the horsetail whip, I think is what they're referred to in those games. But yeah, it makes me think of that. Guy, but we should probably finish off Tiger. There we go. Then another monk and oh, come on. Worm practitioner, yep. Swallowing pills to hasten flight in tainted streams, he shares the blight. Better to seek the straight and true than in the crooked path pursue. Disciples who practice swordsmanship in the temple had been training under their master for a long time. Since joining the group, they had all harbored the wish to attain ascension, diligently practicing their skills with great perseverance. One day, the master finally informed his disciples that after years of rigorous training, their skills had become proficient. He told them that they should now follow him into the mountains for a secluded meditation. Now they were fortunate they might achieve ascension and become immortals. The disciples were overjoyed and eagerly packed their belongings to follow their master in the mountains. The master led them using a teleportation technique to a breathtakingly beautiful mountain. The mountain was rustling golden leaves, presenting a scene of crisp, refreshing autumn weather. At the mountain's peak, there was a hamlet where they set down their belongings. The master then led them along a path behind the hamlet to the summit. There they saw a strand of silk hanging in the air, with one end suspended in the mountain mist and the other reaching high into the clouds. Destination unknown. The master said, "This is the celestial ladder to the immortal kingdom. Hundreds of years ago, your senior brothers ascended to immortality from this very spot." At that, he handed each of them a peculiar object of a violet color and said, "This is a pill to aid your ascension. Quickly, my disciples, consume it." Disciples, filled with excitement, immediately swallowed the larva-like objects. A few hesitate, only see a terrifying and disgusting scene. The disciples taking the pills had transformed into a flat-headed, fleshy worms. Horrified, they questioned their master. Shaking, the master shook his head and sighed. "When the opportunity arises, your courage fails, which makes you unfit to become immortals." Before his sigh had ended, the disciples who had transformed into worms lunged at them. That's the 100-eyed Taoist that keeps getting mentioned?
Who goes there?
Do that and I can go for it. Oh yeah, we got a shrine. Sneak herbalist. That way. And a building over there. That dude just kicked him in the face. Ah, looking for a double kill. There you go. Alright. That was a drop. The core minorly extends the duration of invincibility upon executing a dodge for a short duration. Well then. That's stacked with my the relic effect I got. We saw just like running around like that guy, like running over there so that he made sure he was like taking his point spot for the random encounter or something. Like random dudes wandering into the fight.
Alone in this endless dark. What a birth. intruder!
Three orbs.
仙人指路，青龙出海。
Greg. Oh.
No more delays! Come close and finish me!
Gosh, the last time we'll be doing that.
I'd rather die.
Both of us keep getting attracted to that freaking little ledge there. Alright. When faced with traps, one must pass the test. When fortune smiles, do know when to rest. If a man of great will must vent his zest, great deeds for fame and rank with the best. A young man from the village of Shaded Heights served at the country Yamen? Running errands for the local government. The magistrate despised him and hindered his advance at every turn. One day the magistrate learned of a Yao Guai haunting the village of Lanxi. He sent the young man to investigate alone and hoped he'd never return. Nor the magistrate's ill intent. The young man accepted the task without hesitation. He chose not to beg for his life in this. As he enters the desolate, eerie village, he was overcome with regret, but as night fell and without knowledge of the mountain pass, he had no choice but to stay. He found a less dilapidated house with intact ease, barred all doors and windows, and lit a lamp to steel himself for a long night, planning to depart at first light. Fear gripped him at midnight, so he practiced a swordplay to calm his nerves. After a while, a deep voice rose from the darkness behind the rafters. I am a Yao Guai of this ridge. I meant to kill you, but with your fine swordsmanship and the official blade, you must be a Yamen runner, yes? The young man was startled, but needed to voice his woes. He shared his ordeal with Yao Guai and drew sighs of empathy. Yao Guai said, I, too, was once an imperial guard, but a treacherous court official cursed me into a beetle to scrape by in these hills. I long for death, but I still wish to pass on my sword skills to someone worthy. Now, if you're willing to learn my skills, I offer to teach you. The young man dared not refuse. As he agreed, a beetle over 3 meters tall descended from the shadows. Its neck bore a thick carapace like a general's helm. The beetle wielded twin blades with a steadfast and forceful style that suited the young man's disposition. Overjoyed, the young man practiced with the beetle by the fading lamplight till dawn. As they parted ways, the beetle said kindly, The world these days is full of those lacking talent and virtue and ascending through flattery. Why tangle with them and sully yourself? Aim higher! A man should carve his own path. The beetle left. This encounter changed the young man. He resigned from his position at the Yamen and enlisted in the border armies. His superb swordsmanship elevated him to the rank of general, leading the troops against foreign foes. He won victory after victory and became a famed commander. Wonder if that's actually tied to any of the other tales we've heard. supreme. Increased crit hit chance when health is low. Okay. Huh. Only really shoots like once. Oh. Yeah. Didn't miss that.
Welcome evil here.
Get another one. Ain't joining in on this? Get where they see what he's doing. I thought we were supposed to be in the Yellow Flower Shrine, but it feels more like we're climbing a mountain with some occasional buildings along the way. Okay, this feels a bit more official, doesn't it? They just turn a corner and it's like, oh hey, wait. Maybe finally entered the main part of it, maybe? This game really doesn't like interiors. It's only been like a couple times that I could think of where we've been just like full on inside buildings. Come on. Big ass tree. Like, do I go back to the other area, or do I see where this goes? Building over there, huh? Only got on the red. Those guys explode, and I've never noticed until now? Okay, I thought this might be like going back towards where we were earlier. Into that other section of the like walled temples area we saw. We keep climbing higher. This looks like an arena. And I was
I
right.
stepped into the sack for nothing but your sake. I'd appreciate a thank you, but you gave me torn arms. Now, in compensation, I'll claim yours. My head thirsts for a spill. I see now. There's never ascension from those sacks. Worthless limbs be gone! That old Taoist fooled me. My challenge was a delusion. Forget it! Face me in a fair fight. You shall learn to best that corruption.
Are you building katanas?
Slash! And split! the needle on Purple Cloud Mountain.
Okay. I don't remember a place called Purple Cloud Mountain before. I guess we're going there after we're done here? Oh, wait, what? Okay, I think we just found the side area. Is this the place that one Dao Master took his students to turn them into worms?
Oh, dear husband. My powerlessness grieves me so. All I can do is weep here, hoping that a kind passerby... Young master, please forgive my impropriety. I am but a widow, here to mourn my late husband. Show some kindness, and excuse my manners. We lived in peace in our mountaintop home. But out of nowhere, wicked insects swarmed the place. They occupied our village. I was the lone survivor. I intended to retrieve my late husband's keepsakes. But the Gwai's leader, the Scorpion Lord, has discouraged all my attempts with his death sting. Young master, are you heading up the mountain? Venomous Yaoguais have infested the forest ahead. Take caution, or you may never make it back alive. Remember to carry enough herbs with you, in case you find yourself poisoned.
Enemies you got. Treebeard. the lantern dudes from the freaking Pagoda realm. Lush leaf. That's the lush leaf's embrace, free from the dust of life's race. Branches side by side they stand, their pursuit as firm as land. Once a wealthy scion, seeking the path of the immortals, abandoned his family's fortune and retreated to the mountains for solitary practice. Accustomed to being served, he struggled alone and often faltered in basic chores. One day, while washing clothes, his basin drifted away. He sat by the river and wailed aloud. Suddenly, from the rustling trees, a young and beautiful woman glided down to him. She landed before him, inquired about his plight, and consoled him, saying, "Your devotion has moved a spirit of these cypresses such as me. You have my aid." She would prepare his meals, launder his clothes, and always leave as silently as she came, yet the boy's heart harbored other thoughts. He said to her, "Since you care for me so, why not join me in practice as Taoist partners and harmonize yin with yang?" Enraged by his audacity, the woman sharply rebuked him. "Our practices take on different paths, and mine has been kept for a millennium. Why would I risk this practice because of you?" He left swiftly, but after many tearful pleas by the river, the boy was forgiven. However, within half a year, he broached her with the proposal again, persistent in his deluded fantasy. The woman after pondered, saying, "How can you speak of the practice of yin and yang with me before you see my true form? Follow me and you shall see." She led him deep into the woods and revealed a massive gnarled cypress tree. He glided onto its canopy and disappeared. The cypress let out a mighty roar and rose from the ground. With a flick of power, it summoned the surrounding shrubs. Together they encircled the boy, intending to teach him a lesson. Overcome with fear, he fled back to his home and abandoned his pursuit of Tao. We gotta care. Oh. Schemes and plots hard to outsmart, impulsive nature, a straightforward heart. He should thank his twin blades. One cuts through folly, one has the truth displayed. Gentle mountain breeze, wildflowers covered ground inside the stone cave behind the temple. The purple-faced Taoist master asked with a gentle smile, "How long have you been in this temple?" "I do not know. I can only remember that the thunder has struck the hall over 100 times," replied the venomed Taoist, standing cautiously beside the master. "It's been over 100 years," the master said, walking towards the bare stone wall, about to touch it. "Master," the Taoist called out, "I have been here for a long time, yet you have not taught me any skills. Would you perhaps teach me a few moves today?" "You wish to learn my skills?" "Since the day I called you master, yes." "Your foundation is solid and energy channels harmonized. You have already achieved high. I am afraid learning my skills won't help you much." That was tense up at the master's word, fully on guard. Yet out of his expectation the master uttered, "Skills I can offer no more, but some unique methods of practice I can offer, yet they are beyond the mind's feeble and demand strong willpower to succeed. If you are not deterred by hardship, I can let you try." Intrigued, the Taoist asked, "What kind of unique methods?" The Taoist shook his head and said, "Without your willingness to learn, I cannot tell you that." The Taoist pondered deeply, unable to make a decision. The Taoist gently persuaded, "It's a path trodden by many of my disciples. If you come here attempting nothing and achieving nothing, would it not be a journey in vain?" Hearing this, the Taoist remembered his brother's instructions and inquired, how can this method achieve?" "To refine your body, elevate your divine skills, and the path to ascension will be an ease." "Is it truly so profound?" "If you find it not helping, you can stop at any time," the master said confidently. Moved by the words, the Taoist agreed immediately. "I am ready to follow your instructions, master." "Come with me," the Taoist said, glancing once more at the stone wall before leading the Taoist away. Alrighty. Special one. apparently that's the path to reach up to him over there. That's an enemy over there.
A monk.
Here it is. Oh! Increase XP gains, alright. Oh no. Really?
What is so unwelcoming in the land?
Hey, here's a way up there. Oh. I'll take it.
A monk.
Oh god, where am I? Near another new shrine. I don't exactly need to rest right now.
Let outside quote. Get lost. Don't disturb my drink. How about a quick death with my stinger? you tort-faced monkey. Now leave while you can. The nerve!
You get
Fur-face, I meant to let you pass, but you chose to ruin my day! Now, face your doom.
oh. He's a big version of the frickin' princess. So, where is he?
No grudge against me, while hunger and turning.
Jesus. God, how long is this attack string?
I shall not leave until my blood gets its pain.
Look through the freaking tail.
words against me. My mother returning.
Come on, there it goes.
I shall not leave until my blood gets paid.
There with the when he's doing the ground spins, actually like the actual part of the effect, because he just kind of like he kind of just like spews from oozing out of his tail. It doesn't really seem to. So dead. Oh, really? That killed me? Scorpion Lord. In bounds of deities, of both sorrow's wine I sip. Golden armor, golden claws, poison's grip. Cockerel's crow, blood tears, body near to break. My love wanes and waxes like the moon, yet burns eternal like the sun's embrace. Mountain of venom neighboring the Westleon kingdom of women inherited its tradition of female supremacy. The mountain was ruled by a scorpion queen, a Gwai of desire renowned for her enchanting beauty. She practiced the Tao of concentration, excelling in bedroom arts and matters of pleasure, thus having countless partners for her practice. Among these partners was a male scorpion adorned in golden armor and claws, whose strong build earned him the queen's favor. Together they had a brood of scorpion offspring. However, none of the offspring were female, which led her to lose interest in passing them her skills. Consequently, the golden armor male scorpion also fell out of favor. Seeing that the queen no longer sought his company, the male scorpion with high self-esteem took his children and moved outside the mountain, severing ties with her. Later, when the journeyers passed through the kingdom of women, the scorpion queen, true to her nature as a Gwai of desire, kidnapped Tong Monk, which cost her life when Sun Wukong summoned the Dawn Star, whose crow killed her instantly. Her maidens, the captives from the kingdom of women, held in her cave, dispersed, taking all the treasures with them. Still, seething with anger, Sun Wukong set the place ablaze, turning everything to ashes. Damn, Wukong got pissed. Sensing the fire, the male scorpion outside the mountain rushed to the scene, only to find his former lover stripped of his clothes, her tail severed, and her body reduced to a bloody pulp, dead at the foot of the slope. After much inquiry, learned that it was the Dawn Star of Constellation Mao that had killed her. With that knowledge, he vowed to avenge her. Fortunately, the Gwai of Desire had imparted some techniques to him. He hence settled in the Pipa Cave, rebuilding her force and dedicating himself to practice. However, being male, he struggled to achieve great success, leading to the decline of Mountain of Venom's reputation. Upon learning that Webbed Hollow was the premier place for its Gwais to practice, he took his sons and sought refuge there. Now we already know that doesn't end well. It's got a whole bunch of materials from that. Hey, new gourd. Massively increases drinking speed. Interesting. Oh, that's for crafting armor. I have 2 sky-piercing horns now? Okay. Actually, already almost done with freaking chapter 4. Okay, so we've arrived here again. Scorpion Lord was the main attraction for this part of the mountain. That shrine we were using as our, well, respawn point for fighting the Scorpion Lord. I can't remember, well, there was a PS1 game for Sayuki Journey to the West. I do remember there being like a husband and wife duo. Anyway, as a group of the bad guys, and I think Scorpion Lord and the Gwai Desire probably who those two are supposed to be. It's been for. Wait, why can't I? Oh. It's been forever since I played, so I don't remember like details. I do remember that like of the characters outside of like Sun Tong actually had the ability to like turn into giant like creatures. You know, like Chohakai, giant pigs. Gojo was a giant fish. And of course, Goku was a giant monkey. Where's the... Why is the defense so low? Double focus, huh? The parts that actually, you know, give us more defense. Yeah, if I'm not a fan of their effects.
It's
Well,
been
talked to,
long
apparently.
since any soul has trodden these hidden bounds. Hail, young master. Your face is gaunt, complexion sallow. Both remind me of the venom's touch, as the worm also besets you. An oddity thrives here, the armor worm. Consuming its eggs grants great power. Yet once the larvae hatch, they devour your insides, leaving an undying husk. My fellow disciples, hungry for power, consumed those eggs. And now, most are beyond remedy. Young master, if you will, end their suffering in my stead. They were my fellows. I can't. Their lifeless bodies might still bear eggs unhatched. Bring those eggs to me, and perhaps I can find a cure. Young master,
I haven't moved from the spot, dude. How could I have found your fellows?
Buddhists are unwelcoming.
That miss. Saving pill formula. Only actually use consumables. Stand back where he's hanging out. Frogs. To hide some will. There. Oh yeah, we definitely didn't go this way. Spiders are back. Maybe the better in this area. It's a lot better than honestly. Really? Like it feels like we swap between different enemy types more often. And like so many freaking frozen monks. Hands of the deceased Taoist of Petalfall Hamlet may be just what Taoist me outside the temple is seeking. Alrighty then. Oh, that does sound fairly impressive. I actually have enough to make quite a few of those. But that wasn't enough from just taking a look behind the dude up. Bridge is out. Is this another alternate route around over here? fight at the same time. Leave it to say to sing the song of his people. Oh, yep. Here we are.
Splendid. This is it.
Eat it.
Vile and evil it is. Hence, I must bring it back for thorough study. Young master, in our brief acquaintance, you were kind enough to do me a favor. Why not extend your kindness by leaving your head with me? That would please my master greatly. Spring! Disperse. Miss.
Really? That didn't block at all?
Strong foe. Just what I need. You shall be my initial feast to power my metamorphosis ascension.
Really? Not even that knocked him back? You're the outright chief?
These impudent mortals have overreached themselves. Their demise was of their own creation. But you are special. What poisoned them only strengthens you. Keep it close and wield it wisely. You'll see its potential. Go, release him. Being trapped there is a torment worse than death. I've watched him grow up. I cannot bring myself to do it.
Oh, we got his worm glide transformation, huh? Probably not gonna use that one. Not nearly as cool as guys like freaking Yin Tiger and the like. Long ago, a young man ventured alone to. Oh wait, whoops. In empty mountains, falling blossoms sound, a flute's soft notes reveal homes around. Wearing masks that obscure false and true, they borrow forms to seek Cinnabar's hue. Long ago, a young man ventured alone to Web Ridge seeking vengeance. However, he was captured by Yaoguais and endured many hardships in their lair before narrowly escaping. Upon his return to the kingdom of Jujiv, numerous weavers approached him, hoping he would lead them to the state of Zhu on the ridge to find the legendary Jade Shuttle. The young man, overwhelmed, shut his doors to visitors, but his mother couldn't understand his reluctance and pressured him to lead the weavers to the ridge to slay the Yaoguais and rescue his father. Yet human nature is unpredictable, and the weavers, each with their own agenda, failed to unite in the face of danger. They quarreled incessantly and were ultimately wiped out by a giant green spider in the estate. The young man, cowering in fear, was shocked to see the spider transform into a green-clad maiden he had once encountered in the cave. Disillusioned with humanity, he tearfully begged the fairy to let him stay on the ridge and cultivate. The green-clad maiden scolded him harshly and expelled him from the estate. The young man wandered to an abandoned village on the ridge. The insect Guais, having heard of his plight, took pity on him. A dragonfly Guai introduced him to her master, the 100-eyed Taoist master at the Temple of Yellow Flowers. Oh, at the temple, all the Taoists wore stone masks. The Taoist master told the young man that to achieve the Tao, he must sever all worldly ties and don a stone mask to cut off his mortal connections. The young man hesitated and wandered around the temple. Unexpectedly, an elderly woman in red arrived with a group of beautiful maidens, including the green-clad maiden and the girl in yellow. Later, the temple hosted a banquet for the maidens. The young man, spying from the side, saw the table laden with dishes: human oils stir-fried, fresh human meat cooked and roasted, tofu blocks made from human brains, and meat buns filled with human flesh. The stench was nauseating, and he could only watch as the Yaoguais feasted on humans. The Taoist master, noticing his shock, remarked indifferently, "It is in the Yaoguai's nature to eat humans. Mortals' lives are short even if we consume them. It only shortens their lifespan by a few decades, a mere blink of an eye." That night, the young man felt an overwhelming sense of loneliness. Under the moonlight, he played a tune from his homeland, feeling utterly lost. He realized that if he didn't become a Yaoguai, he might be eaten by his fellow disciples. Reflecting deeply, he questioned how he had ended up in such a predicament. After a long night of tears, he resolved to become a disciple and pursue the Tao. Since he couldn't change his fate, he decided to go with it. Determined, he asked his master for the quickest path to becoming a Yaoguai. The master told him, "In the Purple Cloud Mountains, there is a rare insect called the armor worm. Consume its eggs will allow you to ascend and become a Yaoguai." Oh, you know how that ended. Mushrooms. Heck?
Buddhists are unwelcome in the land.
These through the freaking tree there. Isn't the way to the... It's over here. should say. Oh! This is what we got killed for that helmet! Wait, why is it already injured? Done anything to it. No stamina. That was it? Okay. Well, shit just got freaky. Okay. Hit from there? I hit L1. Whoa. Oh gosh, we're gonna have to go through that first part every time. Like it. tried to do step spin there, but it did not help that much. Oh, that was dealing damage. Very interesting moment for one of my clones of person in Marvel. I don't know how I actually managed to dodge that. Jamming on circle, I swear! This is a 10. Do at least one more try. toast, but no cigar. Well, I mean, I'm dodging that, not necessarily winning. Alright, well, I guess we'll be doing this the next time we come back on Monday. I guess that, thank y'all for coming on out. Hopefully I will see you again then.